In surprising royal news and a surprising turn of events, Queen Margrethe of Denmark has made the decision to abdicate her position as the queen to her son, Crown Prince Frederik of Denmark, as well as to his wife, who will become the queen consort, Princess Mary, to take the throne January 14th of 2024. This decision, however, has been met with a flurry of rumors surrounding the alleged infidelity with a woman named Genoveve Casanova, and that has captivated the news cycle for several months. In fact, many royal correspondents are saying that the reason that Queen Margrethe is abdicating is to salvage the marriage of Crown Prince Frederik of Denmark with his wife, Princess Mary. So many people have asked and wanted more information about who Genoveve Casanova is and whether or not these rumors are true, as well as where is Genoveve Casanova now and will this marriage survive? So there are all these rumors that the surprise announcement of Queen Margrethe abdicating were made in an attempt to save Crown Prince Frederik's marriage to Princess Mary. But why would making Prince Frederik king and Princess Mary queen stop the infidelity of Frederik and save the marriage? Queen Margrethe swore to never abdicate, and the last abdication in the Nordic royal household was in 1146 when King Erik III Lamb stepped down to enter a monastery. Yet Margrethe has proven to be somewhat of a progressive monarch, and this move, although shocking, is in alignment with some of her other decisions. Take, for example, when she stripped her grandchildren, the children of her son Prince Joachim, of their prince and princess titles last year. So her stepping down in order to mentor her son into the position of king sort of makes sense and is congruent with the type of queen that she is. Even with all of that said, there is such a buzz still about this infidelity and Genoveve Casanova and Frederik, and there's now new intensified interest into who Prince Frederik and his family are, as well as Genoveve Casanova. We will talk about Genoveve Casanova, where she is, what she's been doing, and what the scandal really is. But first, let's chat a little bit about Princess Mary and Prince Frederik. For those of you who don't know anything about Danish royalty, Crown Prince Frederik of Denmark was born in 1968. He's 55 years old, and he's the oldest son of Queen Margrethe and Prince Heinrich, making him next in line to the Danish throne. And as of the beginning of 2024, it was announced that the queen is abdicating and he will become the new king. There will not be a large, extravagant coronation, but there will be an announcement made and papers signed and the official transfer into his position as king on January 14th of 2024. How did Prince Frederik meet his Australian-born wife, Mary Donaldson, who now is Princess Mary, who will be Queen Mary? During the 2000 Summer Olympics, Frederik found himself in Australia to witness this grandeur and show his support for his country. And he was in a pub alongside his brother Joachim, his cousin Prince Nicholas of Greece and Denmark, Princess Martha of Norway, and the Prince of Asturias, Philippe VI, who's now the King of Spain. So Philippe had a close acquaintance from Australia who extended an invitation to her sister, and then the sister in turn invited her own friend, who coincidentally happened to be Mary's housemate. He then invited Mary also to this event at the pub. They immediately hit it off, and they tried really hard to keep their relationship under wraps, but Frederik kept coming down to Australia, and then eventually the press and the Danish tabloids started to see them in Sydney together. So when the news broke that Mary and Frederik were in a relationship, everybody was describing her as beautiful, charming, sociable, and that she was a talented individual that would make a perfect crown princess. In 2001, she made the decision to relocate to Denmark, and then in 2003, they became engaged, and in 2004, they got married at the Copenhagen Cathedral. The couple is now blessed with 4 children, Prince Christian, Princess Isabella, and then twins, Prince Vincent and Princess Josephine. So in October, a rumor of infidelity was all over the news. He was seen in Madrid with this socialite. Her name is Genoveve Casanova, and many people know her as being part of the cast of MasterChef. She's Mexican. Her life traces back to when she married Duke Catalano Martinez of the Spanish aristocracy in 2005. Then she was divorced in 2007. However, she remains very close to her ex-husband. Since this whole alleged affair, which we will tell you about in a second, where is Genoveve Casanova? She has been hiding out in her ex-husband's palatial home in a town called San Sebastian. According to journalist Susanna Grisso, she says that her friends have revealed that Genoveve is going through a difficult period, as reported by Sky News, and that she is currently in seclusion and has even deactivated her cell phone to avoid any incoming calls. She has spoken out, categorically denying any kind of infidelity. Instead, she created a post in tribute to her deceased mother-in-law, Duchess of Alba, who passed away several years ago at the age of 88. Here's the story. In October of 2023, all of this press caught Genoveve and Prince Frederik together in Madrid. And they have tons of pictures of them together and the schedule of what they did on that day. This publication called Lectura provided detailed account of what they did on that night. According to the magazine, they took a stroll in a park, and they also went to Pablo Picasso's exhibition at the Thyssen-Bornemisza National Museum. Then they took this walk through the El Retiro Park in the heart of Madrid, and then after the walk, at approximately 7 p.m., both of them arrived at her apartment building separately. And then they left the building 2 hours later at 9 p.m. dressed differently than what they were wearing when they went in. Then they went to this restaurant with this captivating flamenco show, but then they stayed till like 1 o'clock in this private room that was guarded by Danish bodyguards. After the photos were released, Genoveve quickly responded with a statement denying that they were having an affair. After this, the royal family said nothing about it. Princess Mary was visibly distraught. Weeks later, she headed off to Australia without her husband. He eventually joined them. But most pictures of them immediately after of Mary and Prince Frederik were very cold. Back to the reason why Queen Margrethe has decided to abdicate and what this has to do with their marriage. So some are saying that they had a secret negotiation. Originally, she was going to hold out and abdicate many years later, or just live out her life as the monarch, and then he would become king. The fear of having the royal family dissolve based on his infidelities, and also on some rumors that many people aren't really that crazy about having a monarchy to begin with. This is the rumor, thereby encouraging Mary and Prince Frederik to have more discretion and hopefully to stop having his affairs. And then his wife Mary is widely regarded as an invaluable addition to the Danish royal family, especially now that their son Christian will become the official crown prince of Denmark. She's supported 25 organizations and even established her own charity addressing issues like domestic violence, bullying, and loneliness. And according to a recent poll, the majority of people love her. Over the past few years, Frederik and Mary have assumed a greater number of royal responsibilities, possibly influenced by Queen Margrethe's declining health. She did say that she was stepping down because when she had her back surgery this year, it made her think more deeply. Although there's a lot of evidence that he was with this woman, thereby suggesting sort of a lack of discernment. Nobody really knows if they were having an affair. The big question is, was this seemingly abrupt abdication related to that? And now we know a little bit more about Genoveve Casanova, where she is in hiding at San Sebastian. Hopefully the future will look bright for the royal couple, who was seen together Christmas and on New Year's looking like they were back to their regular selves. So please do subscribe to Hot for History, where we will have more royal news for you, as well as history that I bet your history teacher never would dare to teach you.